So today we are going to look at uh, how to make use of upsert functionality in Informatica without using update strategy. So the intention is we are going to insert as well as update data and without using update strategy. So usually if you want to insert data in multiple flows, we don't require any transformation as such, but when we want to perform multiple operations, we have to go some update strategy sort of a thing. So as in by default, whatever rows we are getting or reading from the source, those goes for insert. So insert is the default operation. So the usual common interview question is they might ask, okay, what are the configurations which needs to be done to enable such functionality. So we have already developed this mapping in the previous class. So I'll show some configurations which we can basically perform wherein after that, so whatever data is present, it will try to update. If data is missing, it will try to insert with the same mapping. With the same mapping, I'm not going to do anything. Only thing I am going to do here is, so if I am trying to do any upsert functionality, upsert in specific, so we need to specify the key column on which we want to update. So I'll go to my target definition, edit the target definition. In case of source, we have a primary key column on employee ID. Frankly speaking, if you ask me, do we really need a primary key in the target at the database level also? No. This is usually to get a where clause when we are doing an update. So in order to get a where clause, we have to specify the primary key. It need not necessarily be present on database. If it is present also fine. Otherwise, when we are updating any data, we will, our update statement is something like update table name set column name equals value where the key column equal to value sort of a thing. So in this case, what is going to happen is I need to specify the primary key.
Yeah, sure.
So we have got the primary key enabled. So if we basically see in the database table, I have not created any primary key on that specific table employees. So this is again on HR table. Let me pick directly on the test user. I'm clicking on test user. If I go to constraints, so this usually is supposed to have the constraint. It has not null constraint, but it does not have any primary key constraint. Even if I can edit, okay, this edit, okay, primary key. Primary key, it is not showing anything. So though I did not choose the key, I still will be able to manage. The whole intention is when we are update requires a key based on which it can generate an update statement. Update table set column names equal to value, where column name equal to so and so value. Otherwise, we cannot expect Informatica to update the same data. If you don't generate where clause, it creates an issue. It creates an issue. So basically, we need to define this primary key. I'll show you what if I don't define primary key, it will fail. Probably that's better. So before even doing that functionality, let me disable this primary key. And also there are certain concepts, yeah, better, let me try to explain. So in this scenario, okay, so right now I know these are our records for insert, and last time also we were deleting, so it came for insert. So if at all, if I want to update any data, as in my, if I know, as in everyone know, generally we can perform a single operation. In the properties tab, we have treat rows or treat source rows as. So by default it is insert. We can choose update also. In this case also, and that commit type is target. The commit type target means for every 10,000 records, it issues a commit. So when the volume is huge in terms of millions, issuing a commit at 10,000 records will degrade the performance. So depending on the volume, this is a by default commit interval. So which means after insert of every 10,000 records, it issues a commit. So what if your data is less than that? As in, let's suppose if we have only 300 records, after successfully loading those 300 records, it issues a commit. If it is beyond 10,000, then it issues commit after every 10,000 records. If it is something like we have a volume of around 1 lakh or 0.1 million. So which means it is 10 into 10,000, 1 million probably. Yeah, 1 million. If we have 10 into 10,000 is 1 million. Or so something like that. So every 10,000 it commits the data. So now I choose a property to update the data. If we run and see what, let's see what happens. It rejected everything. Before that, there is another thing, another property I should have shown you. So this is update we have chosen, and another important thing is on target level. We should check the option update option. If you don't choose update option, nothing will be done. So when we want to insert data, we should have an insert checkbox checked. When we want to update checkbox should be checked. When we want to delete checkbox should be checked. Here in this case, the table is truncated. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me load the data. I'll disable the truncate option. So two things I have done. One is I have disabled the truncate option. So target truncate table option checkbox will delete the data every time that in workflow or session is triggered. So the session properties level, so it got successfully inserted. Now I will switch back though the properties. I will not switch back the target truncate option because I want to update the data whatever is present in my target table. I have chosen update option, and we need to make sure that target table has update checkbox checked. So both are done, both are fine. Now if I run, still it will fail. Rejected. If we see the error or maybe rejection reason, it does not have a where clause. So if it does not have any where clause update statement, it does not work. So we have an insert checkbox checked, so it generates an insert statement. We have an update statement also. If you see the error, right, anywhere, employee has no key specified. So what I am going to do is, okay, your Informatica is not able to generate where clause because it does not find any key column. So what I'll do is I'll flip this to primary key and load it. So the expectation is whatever 108 records are getting rejected should be updated properly now. It is running. Yeah, perfect. It is running. So now, whatever two scenarios we have done, we were able to update, we were able to insert. So the interview question is, without using update strategy, how we can achieve or accomplish both insert as well as update? It is simple, no changes at the mapping level. So in order to update, I need to have a key configured. So that is already configured. And to mention that this is defined at an Informatica level. At a database level, this key does not exist. Because Informatica is not going to go and check if this key is present at database level. It all wants is a key which it can use to generate an insert statement. So now what I'm going to do is, so I will choose this as an update only. But what I'll do here is at the target table, instead of choosing update as update, I'll use update else insert. Update else insert, not update as insert, update else insert. So what happens is, if a record is present, it is going to update it. If a record is not present, it is going to insert it. So I let me delete some records in employee table so that we will understand how many records got inserted and how many got updated. Select star, okay, delete from. Probably I'll update some data also so that we will understand few records got deleted and records actually got updated. So to understand that, I'm trying to manipulate the target table, not source table. Delete from employee where row num less than 100. So I am deleting 99 records. 99 records got deleted. I'll commit. So the expectation is 108 records should be in the target after running that. So whatever is there in the existing table, I will manipulate some data. Probably what I'll do is, what is the column? First name. First name field, it would have had some constraints. I'll pick some column which does have a constraint. Last name, okay, first name does not have any constraint. So I'll update first name field, update employee set first underscore name equal null. So for all records, I am setting the value null. Okay, so I deleted 99 records, so I am left with 9 records, which makes it 108. So 108 records. So two changes what we have done is, to meet upsert logic at the properties level, this will be still be update, and in the target level. So when we choose update, it comes to update. Okay. In case of update, what needs to be done? Informatica will decide based on this configuration. Okay. Is it update as update? No. Is it update as insert? No. It is update as insert. What is update as insert? The first thing what it will try to do is, it will try to update the data. What if data does not present? Obviously it has to insert it. So that is what going to happen. I updated the data, issued a commit. Now let me see the data. Perfect. I don't see any first name column. For the 9 records, we see only 9 records. Let me run the session and see what happens after this. Perfect. 108 records, because so out of this so if you want to understand how many records got inserted and how many got updated, here it says inserted rows 99 because we deleted 99 records and 9 records got updated. Perfect. Let's see the data. We should not see any. So if we count the count number of records, it should give us 108. And let me see if I have any entry where first name is null. I should not find an entry where first name is null. Perfect. So which means it updated those 9 records also. So this is how we can accomplish upsert functionality, which means insert as well as update without using update strategy.